Samurai were legendary warriors of Japan 1600 years ago. They could be poets, farmers, fathers, mothers, and even politicians. Samurai were trained in a formal way. Girls were taught to run households, and boys were taught to be fierce warriors. Martial arts began at a very young age. Samurai were immediately recognizable because of their armor and helmet. Most armor was made by binding metal scales into a small plate, which was soon covered with lacquer to make it waterproof. Soon, these waterproof plates were tied together with cords of leather, each plate overlapping each other. Soon, there were two types of armor, Yoroi and Maru. They also used a large curved sword called a katana. Bushi means warrior, so Bushido means the way of the warrior. Samurai warriors devote themselves to this code, and breaking that code any way will result in seppuku. Seppuku. Honor is very important to the code of Bushido. Samurai commit this after losing that honor. Seppuku is ritual sewer slide that when honor is lost, samurai cut their abdomen. Samurai were legendary warriors of Japan. Samurai were legendary warriors of Japan 1600 years ago. They could be I can't read. Why can't I? Samurai were trained in a formal way. Girls were taught Sometimes my brain just Samurais were taught in a formal way. Girls were taught Why can't I speak? Samurai were taught in a formal way. Girls were taught the crinkling of the bag. Samurai were trained in a formal way. Samurai were trained in a formal way. Girls were taught for Samurai were trained in a formal way. Girls were taught to Samurai were trained in a formal way. Girls were Giggle. Samurai were trot. I hate every. Samurai were trained in a formal way. Samurai were trained in a formal way. Girls were taught for households and girls were taught for households and
I actually think this is a mecha thing.
It looks like Sebastian.